to other news now. More than 800 doctors and nurses at Chris Hani Baragwanath Hospital will be jobless by the end of March. They were hired by the Gauteng Health Department to specifically assist with COVID-19 patients.
The department says it doesn't have the money to keep them on. Slindelo Masikane reports.
By the end of this month, many of these doctors and nurses here will be without a job. They were hired in the height of the COVID-19 pandemic to deal specifically with COVID-19 patients.
Bara is currently serving not only this community of Soweto, not only Joburg at large, but as well as other provinces. It's quite heavily burdened at the moment with the partial closure of Charlotte Maxeke, servicing the other hospitals as well that are around. So, for government to actually terminate the contracts, it's quite insensitive, and I think, quite frankly, it's quite negligent of the government.
Those picketing say the hospital is already short-staffed and under-resourced, and getting rid of these doctors will put a burden on permanent staff.
The Soweto community has not remained stable in terms of its number. The community continues growing, and so does the burden of disease. However, our staff complement, our infrastructure and our resources has not grown accordingly. So I think access and equitable healthcare is a basic human right, and that's what our patients deserve.
It's now being questioned whether officials at the Gauteng Health Department are up to the task.
The entire Department of Health, essentially Gauteng, has deteriorated to a point where it needs to be removed from the scene because it's incapable of managing the facilities currently under its ownership. So we need to relook the model in terms of the governance of these facilities until such time that there's greater political leadership in this province to ensure that our hospitals are not destroyed completely, because we're coming very close to that point.
In a statement, the Gauteng Health Department says budget cuts are to blame and that the department simply can't afford to keep the recruits. Slindelo Masikane, Johannesburg.